nobody should have to tell you, but it's just like, you don't have to stay the same person.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like some people, like especially like when you grow up in certain places, it's almost like I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago, but I can see somebody and they see me as the person I was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So some people want to maintain that image, and I feel like people who don't, like people like me, I was just like, I don't want to be seen that way. That's not even really who I am. I'm bigger than that. So it encouraged me to like do like self-development.
Like
and
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, it encouraged me to like find who I really am and all the things that helped me be curious about myself. Why do I think this way? Why do I do that way? Why am I so attached to this? Why am I stuck here? You get what I'm saying? I think
doing the work on yourself.
Yeah, but it's like, that's why I do the work that I do. I mean, professionally, is like, I want to encourage. That's why I said I love this podcast, because I want to encourage people like to think outside of what they already know. Like, be triggered. Be triggered. Be triggered, and then take that trigger and look inside and say like, okay, well, why does that bother me? Where does that come from? And why the fuck do I care what this young woman thinks?
Yo,
you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think
things, bro. I saw Lauryn Hill say on one of her shows, she was like she's just coming out on stage, and she was like, I think y'all know me, but y'all don't.
No idea.
Y'all have no idea who I am.
Word.
Because y'all know of me. You know of the person before. I'm still learning about me every day. So let me introduce myself to you. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
I live by that.
I think that's a beautiful thing, man. Because it's like, bro, like if I'd have told myself, what am I, 34 right now? 10 years ago, hey man, one day you're gonna stop this music shit and you're gonna be trying to like get into film. And now that shit that SJ doing, he's probably gonna help you with learning some of the shit. You're gonna learn how to do this. Like, I would have never thought this would have been where I was at. Like, doing a podcast to me, I always thought like, damn, podcast is failure. If I have to go do a podcast, it's failure. And now I'm thinking like, bro, I'm more excited about this than I was about my albums coming out.
But it's funny because I think like it's more beautiful to like not know what's coming, and to know that your future depends on you creating it.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I think it's freaking scary. It's terrifying because you kind of don't know where it's going to go. But once you realize you have the power to create that, it's like, well, what can I create? Like, my friend was recently like going through something where she's just like, and even me, like I'm going through a transition where it's almost like we're in between who we were and we're like going into who we want to be. And for her, she can't fathom her life outside of what, like everybody's like, when you're 20 something, you're like, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to graduate this, and I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to get this job, and then I'm going to get married by 30, and then I'm going to have a kid. And it doesn't work out that way. And then you experience existential crisis, which means like, who am I? Like, what am I doing? Yeah. Some people don't allow themselves like to hit that bottom and to have that crisis. That shit is the foundation of the future you're going to create. And you can create anything. You can be anything you want. Doesn't matter what you were, who you were, or how you identified in the past. Who do you want to look like? Like, I heard there's a philosopher who says every morning, it's a Stoic philosopher, and he says every morning he thinks about like his funeral. And if three people were talking, what are they going to say about you? That's the person you strive to be from now on.